Hi, I'm Paul Gannon. Today we're going to do a triangle choke with Lewis here, and I'm going to do some closed guard. Triangle chokes are the most common submissions. You're going to land on people, people are going to possibly land on you. I'm just going to go through the basic technique and some things you want to look out for when you want to effect this submission. I'll show you from the side here. So Lewis is in my closed guard, and first thing we need to do is get one arm back or one arm forwards. If he's got two hands in front, I can't do it. The simplest way of doing this is pushing on the arm, open our legs, and popping one leg over to this position. My legs and my feet are in like a diamond shape here across his back. Now, the first part of the technique is really, some people call it a smash down. So he's going to be trying to sit up a bit. He's going to look so. And I'm going to grab his head and pull his head down and pull my legs in here. So he's got a low posture, and I broke his posture. This is what I want to begin with before I do anything else. I don't want to worry about where his hands are, I just want to keep his head down and keep this shape here. Right, the next step is to angle my body off so I get the calf across the back of his neck, and the first part of this, I'm going to reach across and grab my top of my shin. Now I have to let go of his head to do this, but I've got one hand on his head anyway, and I'm going to use the foot that's underneath his arm to push on the hip and drive out here, okay, and then tie it off. I'm still not quite there yet, but that's the first step. I've still got his head down, and then if I need to, I'm going to put my foot on his hip, drive again, and tie my leg across my shin, my instep. Now from there, his arm isn't across, but we can still get a submission from there. If I squeeze, we're going to get the submission from there. The main thing is I don't want to let go of his head. Let me show you that from another angle. So, if Lewis is in my guard, this way now. So I've got my closed guard here. I want to put one hand back. You can get this lots of ways. Maybe he's trying to escape, puts his hand on my leg, or you can just push it back. Or maybe you go for another attack, or you actually an open guard and get it. But we want to start by pushing that back. This is a good way of practicing that. We have this diamond shape with our legs just crossed here. This is the first step, keeping the head down. Remember, as soon as he starts to get up and get posture, we've a good chance of losing the submission. Now from here, I'm going to grab my shin, put my foot on his hip here. Don't put your foot on the floor, because there's more chance of them opening up. Put your foot on the hip. And then I'm going to drive through here. I'm going to get my leg, lift it up and pop it over my shin. I don't want to really put it on my foot. I want to put my foot up in the air here. Now his hand could be there, it might be crossed, but we keep this here. Now what I'm going to do to get the submission, I'm going to angle my foot out here and just squeeze here for the submission. To get the triangle choke. Okay, let's do that again from angle from the top here. So this is in my closed guard. So I've got to push this arm back. Remember, that's really vital. I want one arm in, one arm back. Now, if for some reason we get his arm across under his neck, that is ideal, perfect situation. But don't worry about that so much. Now. Again, stress, we've got to keep the head down. I'm not letting go of his head, he's going to sit up. And if he is sitting up when we have, when we've got the shape, we want to grab with both hands, pull the legs in and break his posture. From here, I'm going to grab my shin here. That's going to help keep it all down. Put the foot on the hip, then get my foot, my knee over my shin here, so it's the crux of my knee here. My foot's going to point straight up. I've not got my knee on my foot, I've got it on my shin. And I'm going to angle my foot out and squeeze everything in. I don't want to push him away. I just want to pull him down here. Also, I don't want his body too far forwards into me here. I'm going to squeeze in, get the submission here. Okay. Okay. That's a few of the techniques on how to get the triangle choke. First thing, you've got to have the head very low. As soon as he starts to sit up, that's going to be how people get out of the triangle choke, by sitting up. Next thing, we're pulling on the leg, angling our body out and tying it up, keeping the head down. We're going to do more techniques for the next video.